Hi, so today I'm gonna do something kind of different. Today I'm just gonna be vlogging. This video is just going to be my announcement that I'm going to be participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, April 2020. For those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It occurs every November, and it's like a worldwide event where people get together and try to write 50,000 words of a novel or a story. And they provide like pep talks and forums for resources and other things like that. You can buy merch. I've participated a few times. I've only ever successfully done it once, and that project was so bad that I ended up literally just deleting it and it no longer exists. In addition to the November NaNoWriMo, they also have Camp NaNoWriMo, which occurs in the summer, in April and June, I think. Camp NaNoWriMo is a little more lax. You get to choose what word count you want to work towards. So if you want to write less than 50,000 words, or if you want to write more than 50,000, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to be doing less than 50,000. Given the state of the world right now, if this interests you, I think this would be a fun thing to try in April with me, if you want. Oh, Coco's back. So this video is going to be me announcing my 2020 Camp NaNoWriMo project. Please don't make fun of me. My goal for Camp NaNoWriMo April 2020 is going to be a 35,000 word sort of fan fiction, I guess, just called Robin, not to be confused with that fan fiction that I tried writing in 2010, also called Robin. By the way, I renamed that fan fiction. The story behind this project is actually like also 10 years in the making. When I was younger, I was obsessed with the idea of them making a Tim Drake Robin movie, which of course never happened. And because I was a very creative child, I came up with my own major Robin solo story, and I have an outline for this story that just for funsies, I've been lightly editing for the past, like, I guess 10 years. The decision to actually commit to writing it now actually comes from my friend Alex, who is not a Batman fan. The thing about comics is I really, really want to share my love for the Batman universe with my friend, but I can't in good conscience be like, hey, can you read 400 stories real quick and watch like 9 shows and 2 movies? You'll love it, I promise. This origin story that I kind of outlined was for sure an adaptation of other Robin stories that already exist, transformed into a singular original story that I think would be very palatable, like something someone could just pick up having no prior knowledge of this universe, and they could enjoy it. So I'm actually writing this as a gift to my friend Alex, who better read it. But for the most part, it's just for me. I have an actual novel-length manuscript that I'm just about to finish. I'm trying to finish by the end of March. And then I think it'd be really fun to turn April into a month of just writing purely for fun. Let me crack open a White Claw. Some of the comics that are going to be directly inspiring the story are obviously A Lonely Place of Dying, the Tim Drake origin comic. Chuck Dixon had this amazing run writing the official Robin comic. There's like, I only own 3 of the volumes, but I plan to read all of them. There's elements to Arkham Knight that I really like that I'll probably incorporate, which also means like Under the Red Hood, of course, I'm gonna incorporate, but I don't own Under the Red Hood. I need to buy it, actually. Maybe a little bit of War Games, I guess, technically. Yeah, Red Robin, I really like the psychology of how Tim Drake is handled in this. I feel like the main characterization of Tim Drake, to me at least, is that he's just riddled with anxiety all the time. So I told you I have like a plot synopsis already, but I want to kind of restructure it into an actual outline. The NaNoWriMo website has some resources for prepping, like for world building and character profiles. So I think that would be really fun to do. What am I doing? I don't know. I did this last time I did NaNoWriMo. It was really fun. So you take a bunch of flashcards and you think of all the little scenes you can possibly think of in your head, and you write them all down on each of the flashcards. And then what I like to do, like come April or come November, whenever you're doing your NaNoWriMo, I'll shuffle them out and I'll pick one out and I'll write that scene. Then you can also lay them all out on the floor in the order in which they're supposed to appear, and you have like a very rough outline, but it is still shaped like a story. So I'm gonna do that now. Hello?
Pika.
Hey.
Pika.
Okay, that's all I can think of. There's probably more scenes that I could write, but that's all I got right now. So now I'm gonna lay these out in order and we'll see what comes of it. Batman. Okay, and here is the finished product. I'm really happy with this outline. I have absolutely no faith that my cats aren't going to tear this up in 5 minutes. Obviously, this is the course outline for like regular NaNoWriMo. I'm not gonna do all of these, but I do want to focus on like world building and probably my characters. Try the exercise. Now that you have an outline of your plot, basically, I mean, sure, it's time to explore some of the settings from your novel. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna follow this directly because, well, I might. I'm gonna approach this kind of like how you would approach a movie, because when you make a movie, they have like a list of all the sets that they need to build. Then settings. I'm gonna write like a list of big ticket locations, like locations where important stuff happens and locations that are going to take up a good chunk of the story. I got a doggo friend. Hi, Scout. She's here to help me prep. Hey, it's Ned. The gang's all here. Okay, now I'm gonna try and go into a little bit more detail with each area. Okay, I've decided that I want to, at least on paper, in outline, have certain settings connotate with certain colors. Colors I'm gonna be using are green, yellow, blue, and red. I Googled like a very basic Google search for color theory, and I learned some really interesting things. Pretty much every color has two connotations, like one that's very positive and one that's like very like scary and negative. Like red has the connotation of being romance and love, but also violence. Yellow is like associated with sunshine and happiness, but also fear and cowardice. Ooh, green is a very down-to-earth color. It can represent new beginnings and growth. It also signifies renewal and abundance. Blue is often associated with sadness. I think it's very clear at this point that I'm not using the NaNoWriMo prescribed method of outlining your settings. So yeah, Camp NaNoWriMo starts April 1st. If you want to join in, it's really cool. You get a whole community of people. You can join cabins. You can find people who are writing stories similar to yours. Also, like, I'm sorry if this video was really boring or weird or dumb. I don't really know what I'm doing. This was just kind of like a weird vlog where I'm just filming myself doing stuff that I normally would just do by myself with my cats. So thank you so much. We'll see if I update. I don't know.